Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect, and you are hearing it first. If you are hearing it from me, that we have reached 100 subscribers. I don't know what even to do right now, guys. Should I be screaming or should I be smiling? I don't even know what I should be doing, but thank you very much, guys, for this support. It means a lot to us that we have people who are supporting us to this point. Never thought when I started that I'll be even reaching to this point, because right now, looking at what we have been doing in the Football Connect in this time where we've reached 100 subscribers. Can you believe it? 100. Now I can actually see 3 digits on my channel, on this channel. That is huge. That is huge. I never expected this at all in my life. Just thought that it was gonna be any normal thing, but now, wow. And when I look at the amount of viewers, so I'm gonna, let me just put this thing up front before I actually start with the show, because we know we're gonna go into the show and we're gonna cover a lot of things about the show. I want to show you something here that every time whenever I go to my channel, when I'm looking it in my eyes decide. So as you can see here, there is long lifetime. So it means since the Football Connect started to where we are now, we have around 11.4k people who have tuned in live to watch every single video or whatever we've put out there, and 380 people who have been watching the Football Connect. 380, those are the videos that we have put out there as the Football Connect. So since the channel started, 380 are the videos that have been uploaded each and every day since we started. And in the last 30 days, 3.96k are the viewers who have been watching the Football Connect in the last 30 days, and 100 videos in the last 30 days. That's exactly what has been happening here. You can actually see how we've been rising in terms of the graphic and all this. By the way, thanks to TubeBuddy, it makes it possible for us to see all these things. So if you want to do anything with them, you should always checking them out. As you can see, guys, you can actually see now that there's the Football Connect is now starting to take shape. You can actually see that there's a color, there's this set of feeling that we are not trying to put onto our videos just to try to change everything that we do to the new Football Connect that we are creating here. So I just don't know what to say. It's all because of you guys that now we are putting so much work into making this the best channel it can ever be. Thank you very much for your love and support. I hope we keep growing. Please, to those who haven't, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. It is always important to us when you do that. So you do that right now so that we can hit up. So we are back. This is the build-up show, but it's gonna be partly build-up show, then partly the Premier League show, because of the things that we were working on. We were not able to divide the shows together, so we're just going to put them together, and maybe we'll talk about some things that we might have missed or we didn't cover in this same show. So I think it's going to be interesting. I want to hear your thoughts. What are you expecting to learn to hear? And if you have any stats that you want to give, please let them know. Let us know in the comment section so that we have an idea of whatever that you want us to cover, guys. It's really important. It's really important. So let's go. First of all, week 14, that's where we are now. We are in week 14, and I have to say, out of all the games that have been played, the Premier League is starting to take shape now. It is starting to take shape now. Firstly, in all the games that has been played, I just want to show you something. This is why I'm always telling you guys to go check out our Facebook channel, because it has a lot of content in terms of what has been happening. So I'm just going to be looking at everything before the game of 13 just to show you how things has been shaping up and what has been happening. So let me put it to our Facebook channel so that I show you something. So in terms of goal scorers, as you can see on the screen there, Young Son is the man who's up front alongside Mohamed Salah and Calvin Lewin with all 11 goals. And we have Jimmy Vardy with 10 goals. And we have Harry Kane with 9. Then Marcus Bamford or Patrick Bamford, who's at Leeds, who has 9 goals. So, what can you say, people? This is what our teams are doing. This is how they're representing what every single thing that we're doing. So this is amazing, guys. So I always tell you, go click that like button on our Facebook page of the Football Connect so that you never miss all these things. Looking at the league, as you can see, it's now in the Football Connect style. Everything is taking shape and we are trying to make it go the football way. So go right now, click that page and check out all the links where we have all the Football Connect content. So I'm going to be just looking at the top 6. So top 6, number 1 is Liverpool with 28 points. We have Tottenham Hotspurs with 25 points, and we have Southampton, who are in the top 3. I think Mr. Lewis will love this, with 24 points. Leicester City with 24 points. Everton and Leeds. Everton, 23 points. Manchester United, 23 points. All these things, that's what has been happening in the Football Connect. Nobody expected all those teams to be where they are now, but that's where they are, and for that you need to put some respect on them. That's for sure. You need to put some respect on them. So like I told you guys, the Football Connect is now active. As you can see that we have changed a lot of things. Like if you check out right now on YouTube, you can actually see what I'm talking about. There is this is now our new cover photo for the Football Connect, because we are working so hard that right now it's like we're still in the Premier League, but as we grow, we're gonna add all this. We just cover some important information on these ones, but right now we're still here. But this is how the new look of the Football Connect is. And I told you, you can always click this one to see the designer who's making everything possible, the team of people who are making this possible. As you can see, there are always videos that we're posting. Now we actually show you how the games and how the lineup of the teams are looking like before the game is even played, and a lot of things are changing. So guys, do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and go to our Facebook channel, Facebook page, and also Twitter and Instagram, so that you never miss out on all the changes that we're doing on the Football Connect. It's going to be amazing, that's for sure, and you're going to be seeing a lot of things if you just do so. So let's get back to the information at hand, what we are all here for, and is to talk about what has been happening in the Premier League, because a lot of things have changed, people. If you're not keeping up with the Premier League, like the Football Connect, if you're not, then you'll be surprised, because a lot of things have really changed. Okay, and like I told you, Liverpool are now on top. They've overtaken Tottenham Hotspurs, and it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen from there. But that's where we stand at the moment. They've overcome Tottenham Hotspurs. Let me set some things up here so that we can review it a little bit later. And as they are now the top of the league, they are the ones who have been given, I don't know what is the word I can use, they've been given right to play the first game. And the first game is none other than Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Interesting game. I've already did what the manager thought, the reaction. They're all up there right now, if you can check them out there. I did the reactions of that. Then secondly, from that, we are talking about how it's going to what's going to happen. We talk about the predictions, as we always do, and we'll cover everything that we have to do. Then we'll talk about a little bit of what happened in the last week. Remember, this is supposed to be the Premier League show, so we cover a lot of teams, but we are gonna just try to make it as fast as we can, because at this moment, going along all these things is just so much. I know you know what I mean. Anyway, let me see. I need to add something here. So I needed to add that into this so that it actually makes sense to those people who are watching, that it's now the Premier League show combined with the build-up show. So let's start with the build-up. The fixtures that we have this week, soon you'll be seeing these things coming out while they're wearing the Football Connect logo. Like you are seeing all the things that I was showing you. Things are changing, and guess what? I think I'm loving this change. I'm really, really loving this change. So this is where we are now. We are now in match day 14 of 38. Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. This is my time, by the way. Don't take it seriously. If you want to see exactly the original time, you can check it down. In terms of when I mean the original time, when you're in Britain and stuff like that, you can check it down in the comment section. It's going to be actually at 12:30 in Britain. Then it's Southampton versus Manchester City at 5. Everton versus Arsenal at 7. And Newcastle versus Fulham at 10. Then after that, we have Brighton, which is on Sunday now. Brighton versus Sheffield at 2. Tottenham Hotspurs versus Leeds versus Tottenham versus Leicester, which is the bigger game for all of us. We know that it's going to be at exactly 4:15. Then we have Manchester United versus Leeds. A big game, by the way. Don't take it lightly. It's going to be at 6:30. Then we have West Brom versus Aston Villa at 9:15. And on Monday, we move on to Monday. We have Burnley versus Wolves at 7:30. Then we have Chelsea versus West Ham, which is a London derby, at 10 o'clock. This is my time exactly, and that's things about GM +2 or something like that. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you know what I mean. Anyway, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. It's going to be interesting. The fixtures looking like they're coming up thick and hot. Let's see what they're going to offer us now. What's going to happen as we analyze them one by one before we move on to this one. So I think the best way I can do here, guys, is actually analyze first the Premier League, show what happened in the past, then move on when we are coming on to give our predictions and whatever that is going to happen. I think that'll be the best way to make this make sense in a way. I know it's making sense, but I want to make it make sense in a way. Okay, let's go. Okay, why am I even removing this? Because that's where I'm going to be covering a lot of speed information. So week 13. Week 13 was an interesting week. Why am I saying an interesting week? Because I think it finished so well. My team won, and I am above this world. That's for sure. I am above this world. So, firstly, it was Chelsea versus... What was Chelsea playing against here now? What was Chelsea playing against here? So it was Wolves versus Chelsea, and the Wolves won by 2-1. Manchester City versus West Brom 1-1. Arsenal versus Southampton 1-1, and the Leicester City versus Everton. Everton took it by 2-0. Leeds United versus Newcastle. Leeds made a point by beating this Newcastle team by 5-2. Fulham versus Brighton finished the draw 0-0. Liverpool versus Tottenham finished 2-1. Then we had West Ham versus Crystal Palace, which finished at a draw. Then Burnley versus Aston Villa versus Burnley finished at a draw. Then Sheffield versus United. United just got this one to the edge or to the line by 3-2. One thing that I noticed from this week was this: we had a lot of draws, guys. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of all the games that were played, which are 10, half of them were draws. That is so huge. That is so huge. Half of them were draws. And yeah, if we are talking about the week to forget, I think we'll be covering teams like Tottenham Hotspurs, like Chelsea. You know what I'm talking about. Especially Chelsea, by the way. They didn't do well. You don't expect that kind of a performance from Chelsea. I don't, and nobody else in this world does. Guys, if you're joining us, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's really, really important. And like I said, we are covering 2 shows in one, which is weird, so it's going to be longer. We are going to do the Premier League show, the one that we're supposed to cover today, and the build-up show for week 14. So let's have the best fun we can have. I want to hear your thoughts. You can say whatever you want to say in the comment section, and we will do definitely keep you updated with whatever you're saying. Then we will actually answer your questions. So do that right now. Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't. That is really, really important to us so that we keep growing. As you can see, we reached A century. Oh, 100. That is powerful. Okay, now like I am continuing, let's now cover the information. What's happening with Chelsea, people? What's happening with Chelsea? I ask these questions every time. What's happening with Chelsea? Chelsea, they had this team, and we had people talking about them like they're gonna be the thing that is going to do a lot of things in the Premier League. They're gonna make noise. Or what they were saying a lot of things. This Chelsea players, supporters. Now looking at that team, and I'm just wondering, is that what we were sold by this team that they're gonna give us? Oh, it was just a waste of time because it doesn't make sense at all, guys. It doesn't make sense. I actually discovered this that Chelsea are doing so terribly wrong against the teams that are above half of the Premier League. But all the teams that are below half, yes, those big teams, they can beat them 4-0 or even 5-0. It doesn't matter. But in the Premier League, if you want to win the league or if you want to actually compete in the top four, you need to beat all the teams. At least try by all means to be average with the teams up, then try to get more points from down. But if you're going to be getting downs and you're doing nothing up, then you're going to be an average club. At the moment, that's how Chelsea are doing. Like, they are turning out to be an average club, which is something that I don't like, and it's just, I don't understand. I hope that they do give a better performance this week. I'm just hoping. I don't know. We will see when the game is on. Anyway, let's move on from that. I don't want to waste a lot of time on Chelsea. Manchester City, it's also one of the teams that is looking like, rather than climbing up, they're dying as well. Manchester City, they're just not scoring. They're creating as many chances as they can in the world, but they're just not scoring, which in a way is causing their manager Pep Guardiola to act in funny ways, begging the ref for him to give more time than what he has given, which is something that we've never seen from Pep Guardiola. But his club is making him do so. His club is literally making him do so, which is always weird. I don't know what's going to happen with this City team, but I think or something has to change, or it's going to have a lot of problems. That's for sure. A lot of problems will happen at this Manchester City side. Guys, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's really, really important to us. Really, really important to us. As you can see, the team seems like they're just losing confidence each and every time. They're losing confidence. Arsenal versus Southampton. Arsenal got another red card. We talked about this issue. I actually made a full show about Arsenal getting a red card against Southampton. Something that I don't expect to see from Arsenal. But they need to change in terms of how they are getting red cards from everywhere. And also something that I need to say to Southampton, this player who scored the only goal that got Southampton into this draw, which I thought Southampton was supposed to win because they were the better team in the team. But the guy who scored, Wilcott, I felt like he should not have celebrated because as his former team, at least to try to put some respect to the team. It's always important to respect where you're coming from because that's sportsmanship, people. You don't have to show to them that you don't give a damn about them by celebrating. You should be feeling pain because part of you is still there. You used to be part of the player. So that's all that I have to say. But anyway, a good game. I think in the last 15 or more 20 minutes, Southampton had more chance to at least get something out of this game, but they never showed up. So it's never a problem on that. We always try to move on and look elsewhere. That's for sure. Okay, on the next thing, let me see, what is it? Leicester City versus Everton. I predicted, if you remember the last build-up show that we did, my prediction was, the last preview show that we did, my prediction was this Leicester City, we're going to get a victory out of this game. But no, there's a team that had to prove me wrong. Everton came on a purpose and they got the results that they needed. An amazing victory for them. But we'll see if that continues in this week because I think they have an interesting fixture, guy, by the way. Guys, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's really important to us so that we keep growing. As you can see now, we're at 100 subscribers. So by you keep clicking, we keep growing and more traffic keep happening on the Football Connect, that's for sure. Anyway, let's continue as we are looking at all the teams. Like, we're going to try to do it as fast as we can. And you can leave your comments in the comment section, by the way. It's really important. We will answer them and do whatever we can. Leeds United made what should I say, a statement against the Newcastle by walloping them by 5 goals to 2, which in my case, I think it was now more like an embarrassment. You can't be beating a team 5 goals to 2. That is just something that everyone like us will end up going like this. That's exactly what happened in this game. I didn't even know what to say, but what a game. And the wallop was just too hard to swallow. But anyway, we'll see what happens here. Fulham played against Brighton, which was the third draw for the week, which finished the draw to Brighton and Fulham. I didn't watch the game, but I don't know what's happening with them. But Tottenham Hotspurs, that one, yes, I did watch the game, versus Liverpool. I did a watch along over this game. What an amazing performance. Liverpool were dominating while Tottenham were keeping the bus. Jose Mourinho had packed the bus at the back. Around 10 or 8 players were always remaining in the 18 area of Tottenham, and the Liverpool had to struggle and to come up with worse skills to actually break down this team. And you know, I have this feeling in me that if we have Thiago in our team, we will break these teams easier and better than we are doing right now. Because I do believe that Thiago has this ability to break teams down and get the best out of any team that he plays for. That's why we signed him, that's for sure. That he can come and take this chance and actually dominate and show that he's doing amazing. So, okay. That's all we can say from that. Let's see where we go from that. It's going to be interesting. By the way, also to give some important news to the Liverpool fans, and the important news is this: Thiago Alcantara is now fit. If what we had today is to be believed, that's saying that Thiago Alcantara is now fit and is expected to make his first game, or maybe the debut match, for not the match exactly, but he's expected next week to feature in the team's training, which is really important, which we always believe is the last bus stop, if we say it like that, for any team featuring into this. And if he's able to come back, then it's gonna be amazing to what he'll be doing. But anyway, we'll see what happens, guys. It's gonna be an amazing time. I can't wait to see Thiago in this. It's gonna be amazing, that's for sure. Guys, click the like button. It's important. Subscribe to the channel. It's important right now. Needed to do something which is important. Okay, now let's look at what's gonna be happening next here. I build up. Yes, let's look at the next team. I have a lot of things to say about Liverpool every time whenever I talk. You know that. West Ham played against Crystal Palace, which the game finished 1-1, if I have to say. An important game, an amazing game. I didn't expect the result, but that's exactly what we got. But anyway, let's see what happens now that West Ham will no longer have one of their stars who has been on fire this season, which is Benteke, as they're going to be playing with Liverpool next week. And the West Ham, let's see what they do when they'll be playing with Chelsea this week as well. Aston Villa, Burnley, another draw again, finished 0-0. Burnley, I believe Burnley played so well, defended so well, attacked so well, and Aston Villa made a lot of chances. I was watching this game, people, and I was like, what is happening with this team? Why are they missing these simple chances? You don't expect these chances. Let me show you something. I want to show you this. It's really important so that you see. 27 shots to 6, 7 on target to 4, 60% to 40, 389 passes to 273, 72 to 60, and fouls 17 to this. Yellow cards 1-1. This is how it was the whole game. Missing times after chances, missing chances after chances. You don't really expect to see that from a team like Aston Villa. I'm actually looking for a player that I need to remind people of, who I think in my case made a lot and made a mess out of this game. He made a mess out of this game, missing a lot of chances. He is actually one of the players who got a lot of chances in this game and never took none. He got a lot of chances but never took none. I can't find the picture there, but let me just go there, do something here so that I show you who I'm talking about. I ended up actually learning more about the player while I was watching this game, and the name is is that El Hanse or something? I don't know how you pronounce this. He missed a lot of chances, guys. It was actually hard to watch. I felt like, in a way, it became a little bit irritating to the people who were watching the game, because you don't expect a player of his character or of his caliber to be missing chances like that. You never, especially there were times when he was actually supported to just kick the ball and score the ball, and you actually literally pass it to the goalkeeper, which is something scary. Okay, let's move on. Sheffield United versus Manchester United was the last game of the week 13, which United were scored first as usual. Dean Anderson made a mess out of it, but United responded in style. Rashford was amazing. Martial got his first goal in this game, and at the same time, Bruno Fernandes was taken out of the game. He tried by all means, but they were marking him deep and over deep just to try to keep him away from this game. And I felt like it was the tactic that they actually prepared to make sure that Bruno Fernandes doesn't play any game Sheffield, because they believe that if Bruno does play football, then they're in trouble. And in the end, it became a crazy, scary game, because Sheffield were close to a lead to actually come back into this game, but the time was not on their side. United worked so hard, wasting as much time as they can, because it was now scary to watch. You can ask any United supporter, they will tell you that they could not watch the last minutes. They could just not watch the last minutes, because they were afraid, man. They were literally afraid. They didn't know what was going to happen. How would this game finish? All those things were just happening and too fast for them to handle. And I felt like I enjoyed that. That part of the game, I really did enjoy it. And we'll see where they go from where they are now, guys. Anyway, let's move on to now the build up, the preview part of the game that will be played, of the games that will be played this week, starting tomorrow with Liverpool as the first club to actually kick it off. It's gonna be an amazing game, that's for sure, people. But we will definitely see how this will finish up. So, like I said, Liverpool are playing Crystal Palace. Zaha and Eze, their partnership is dangerous. But one thing that I'm happy, they have to deal with a little problem of Gini Wijnaldum and Anderson. Sorry for that. I need this water every time. They have to deal with a little situation of none other than Gini Wijnaldum and Anderson, and maybe Curtis Jones. Man, Curtis Jones was unplayable against Tottenham. Everyone, you can say whatever you want to say, but it was unplayable against Tottenham. But at the same time, Eze, and Zaha, their partnership is scary. I'm happy that Benteke is no longer in this game because of the injury, that they can put Ayu, and Ayu tries to do whatever he always does every day, which I feel like is going to be a benefit to Liverpool. But our away performance, guys, has been the worst. I don't believe there's any team with a worse away performance than Liverpool. No, there are, of course, but as for Liverpool, according to our standards, this is not what we're expecting to see, that's for sure. According to our standards, we are not expecting to see this type of performance at all. You don't expect it from a Liverpool, and I'm hoping that actually does change. That's for sure. That actually changes. Anyway, let's continue. As we are continuing, guys, we are definitely continuing. Okay, let me look at this. Southampton are playing with Manchester City, a Citizen team that could not beat West Brom. Now they have to go face Southampton at their own home ground. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting to see what happens, because City was one of the teams that almost did embarrass Southampton last season. So I want to see how Southampton will respond. Wow, they have this good team, and also they are on top of the City at the moment. How do they play with Manchester City, and what they're going to do to at least get a victory? Because what they do really need to do is to get a victory. That is going to be interesting to see how that game plays out. Anyway, Everton versus Arsenal, one of the biggest fixtures of the day of the week. or let me say the Saturday fixture, the biggest fixture of Saturday, and Everton is gonna be an interesting game after beating Leicester. How motivated are they to come and do beat another one for us now? That is the question we are asking ourselves at the moment. That what is going to happen in that game? We will be watching it and we'll be hoping for the fireworks to be all over. But I can't wait. This is exciting to miss out. Anyway, I'll give my predictions exactly after that I'm done. So just a reminder, on Saturday, the games that I'm gonna cover on the live watch along is nothing but the Liverpool game, the City game, and the Arsenal games. Those three are the only games that I'm covering. Then after the last game, Fulham Newcastle is played, we will do the roundup, or should I call it just my last reaction or my instant reactions after all the games they've been played, or my Saturday reactions, if I may say so. But those are the teams that I'm going to be covering. I want you to keep what is that word? I want you to put it on your calendar so that you don't miss when we go live for that, so that you don't miss. It's going to be amazing, that's for sure. And it's going to be exciting to see what we find out from this game. Anyway, from these games as well. And we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's move on to the next important part of this game. Let me see, which is Newcastle versus Fulham. So Fulham with a draw last game, and Newcastle were beaten by 5-2 against Leeds. So they're after another promoted team did destroy them. They're meeting another promoted team. What is going to happen? That is my question. I'm just curious to find out, but it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Can't wait to see how the game will unfold. But I want to hear your thoughts as well. Which team are you, in a way, saying that you think that they can get something out of this game? Which team can you say that they can get something? I want to hear that from you. It's going to be amazing to watch, that's for sure. Anyway, let's move on to the next game, which, of course, is Brighton versus Sheffield. Brighton versus Sheffield, which is the next game that will be played on Sunday. Brighton tackles Sheffield at 2 o'clock my time, or should I say 1400 hours? That makes sense. This game also will be live on the watch along on that game. So it's Brighton, Sheffield, Tottenham Hotspurs versus Leeds, and we also have, which other team is that one? We also have Leicester City. Leicester City, that's for sure. So those are the games that we're going to see, guys. It's going to be amazing to watch. I can't wait. It's going to be, I'm really excited. That's all that I have to say. I'm really, really excited to see how this game will unfold and what will happen in this game. But anyway, we will be watching it live to see how Sheffield, after that performance, which I felt like it was good for me, I felt like it was good to watch that performance. How are they going to take over that performance to the next level? I can't wait to see how they do that one. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What do you expect to see from this Sheffield team? And what can you say what do you want to see from this game? Anyway, let me know in the comment section. I'm trying to do something here, guys, so that maybe something actually works for you here. Okay, it's refusing. Just wanted to show you something that it's possible that you can click the link that is in the description, then you join us live. Like I always say, you can click the link in the description, then you join us. Let me see. Let me see something here. Okay, so I need to fix something here. It's gonna be an amazing game, that's for sure, guys. I'm excited to see what happens here. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Click that like button. It's really, really important for us that you do so. It's really, really important. Let me see if I'm able to do something here. Click. Okay. Things that I'm working on here are just not working. Yo, it's been blocked mic and camera. So let me see if I can redo this thing again. Okay, I can't at the moment, guys, but I will definitely try to do something. I want to show you something that is going to be really important. Anyway, you can join us clicking that link that is in the description. If you have something that you want to say, you want to take out, you can say that right now. Try it right now. Trust me, it's going to be amazing to see. Try that. Click the link right now in the description, and you see us actually talking. If you have something that you want to say about the games that are coming on before we give our predictions and what people are expecting to see from the game, that's for sure. Anyway, like I said, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. So important to us. We are now at 100 subscribers. What can you say about that? Your feelings? What can you say? I'm waiting for the regulars. They've actually taken forever to join in today. Anyway, it won't be a problem. Anyway, we'll just continue to see where we are. So the next game, which is on Sunday as well. Let me put this on the screen so that you can see it again. I've removed it. Check out the link. Okay. We have Tottenham versus Leicester, which for me is the biggest fixture that we're going to have this time. The biggest fixture that we're going to have. What is going to happen? Tottenham Hotspurs, after their performance that they had against the Liverpool, beaten in the last minute. Jose Mourinho tried to play and defend, but didn't work because Liverpool had his card in that game and we got the victory. What would Jose Mourinho do when he has to play with another former Liverpool manager who's going to be trying to get the goals and the game away from Jose? What is going to happen? That is my question. I want to hear from you guys. What are you expecting to see from this game? I think arguably it's the biggest game of the week. That's for sure. It is the biggest game of the week. What is going to happen? That is the question that is left to you so that we can hear what you're thinking. Click that like button, subscribe to this channel. So important to us. We will see how that game will unfold. I'm going to move on to the next game as well, which is going to be Manchester United Leeds. So we all know what Leeds United did to Liverpool. We got the victory, but we all know how Leeds did to us. But guess what? United are not Liverpool. United at the moment they're believing as they're the best second half teams ever in the league. They're playing so well, and you have to put some respect on them on that. How are they going to tackle this game playing against the Leeds that is coming from winning 5 goals to a Newcastle team? How will you play it? Because that, of course, your game against West was it West what? Which team was that United played with? Against Sheffield, you almost suffered, but you got the victory, United. How do you tackle when you play against the Leeds? That's my question to the United supporters. I want to hear what you're expecting to see from this game. Anyway, one thing that I believe is going to be an amazing game, that's for sure, for all the people who are watching it. So that's why I want to do this right now so that you know this before we go anywhere far. The United versus Leeds, from, let me say, Brighton versus Sheffield, Tottenham versus Leicester, and the United versus the Leeds. Those games will be streamed live on Sunday on the watch alongs, so you might want to join in so that you can actually enjoy. It'll be set very, very soon. It's going to be an interesting time to see what happens and how these games will definitely unfold. But anyway, we also have the West Brom Aston Villa game that we don't have to forget. Remember, they are also playing. We have this game, and Aston Villa, if they want to win any fixture from now on going forward, is they need to start shooting shots or goals that are actually going on target rather than off targets, and stop wasting the chances. Finish your dinner, guys. You can't work so well to cook everything and you don't finish your dinners. That's what I saw in that watch along that I was on of Burnley versus Aston Villa. They were attacking, setting everything so well, but they didn't finish their dinners. And if you don't finish your dinner, you get nothing out of a game. And that has to change. That has to definitely change if they're going to get something out of this fixture. Anyway, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What are you expecting to see from this fixture? It's going to be an amazing game, that's for sure. What are you expecting? Your expectation is always what we want to hear. What are you expecting to see? Okay, let me move on to the next game, which are now the Monday games. Before I come back, then give my predictions for all the games, and maybe we can call it a goodbye because I've been here for such a long time now. I don't know how many minutes I've been here, but I've been here for such a long time now. Okay, so on Monday we have Burnley versus Wolves. Wolves beat Chelsea and they're playing Burnley. And we have Chelsea versus West Ham. West Ham did draw and they're playing Chelsea. What is going to happen on Monday? That is our question. It's going to be amazing games, that's for sure. We are doing watch-alongs for both of those fixtures, that's for sure. It's going to be amazing to watch. I don't know how it will unfold, but I can't wait because I'm really excited about how this fixtures has been set up and what is going to happen when they break down to the end. That's for sure. So now let me give my predictions in the end before I disappear. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. I see nothing but a 3-1 to Liverpool win. It's a Liverpool win, 3-1. Southampton versus Manchester United. It's another draw, or Southampton might even make it by 1-0, but I see it to be a draw, maybe 1-1. Everton versus Arsenal. 2 Everton, Arsenal. What do Arsenal get? Arsenal get 1 or 2. Newcastle versus, so it's gonna be Everton 3, Arsenal 2. Newcastle versus Fulham. Newcastle, after losing that horrible game, I see them getting nothing. If they're getting the best out of this game, it's a draw. So I think it's going to be a 0-0 draw again for Fulham. Or maybe Fulham can actually get something from this game and get it to 1-0. But let me just say it's going to be a draw in the end. Brighton versus Sheffield. Sheffield, I was impressed with their performance against United. What are they going to do against Brighton? That's my question. Brighton, they're not really having the best time at the moment, but we don't know how they're gonna perform. So let me just give you a surprise prediction. I see Sheffield beating Brighton by 1-0. You ask me why. Tottenham Hotspurs versus Leicester. Now this is the big one. I'm always afraid of doing predictions of the big games, They always never turn out the way I expect them to do. So anyway, I have to do something in this game. And I think the best result for both sides there, it's a draw. It's a draw. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw for both Spurs and Leicester City. United versus Leeds. United are going to win this game by 3-2. Why? Because Leeds are going to play so well in the first half and score goals, but Leeds are an open team, guys. Opening that time, United will use those chances to their advantage. It could be a high-scoring game, by the way. It could even turn out to be 4-3 or even 5-4. You never know. That's how I'm seeing this fixture turning out to be. West Brom versus Aston Villa. It's actually another game on Saturday. And I see nothing than an Aston Villa win, maybe 2-0. They need to recover from what they were doing the last time. And after West Brom coming from a draw from Manchester City, I think their confidence is going to be high, but I don't think it will be higher than the Aston Villa confidence. I think Villa will get this one out, and we'll see how that will unfold. Monday fixtures, Monday night fixtures. Burnley versus Wolves. I see nothing but a Wolves 3-1 win away from Burnley. Then Leicester versus West Ham. Because this is a derby, mark my words, because this is a derby and it's at Stamford Bridge, I see it to be a draw. That's how I see it. It's going to be a draw. Say whatever you want to say, 2-2, 3-3, 1-1, or whatever we say, that is going to be a draw. In my case, that is a draw written all over. I don't know what you want to say. So let me hear your predictions in the comment section as well. And let me hear what you thought about this stream. So now we move on from this. So after this game, this week is finished, guys. It's going to take almost a full week before we see fixtures Premier League again. Yeah, it's going to take time. No, it's not really going to take time, though. Oh, it's only for Liverpool when it's going to take time. Yeah, it's only for Liverpool because they're going to play on Sunday. No, yeah, it's just going to take time, guys. It's going to be almost a week because these games are on Saturdays. So it means that there will be the EFA or maybe the Carabao and stuff because Liverpool are not playing during the days. So that's why Klopp was making a joke in the press conference saying that he's gonna let the players rest, which I feel like it's really, really important to let that team rest and recover and maybe come back with a better mentality when they play their next games. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Do me that favor, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's always important. Your support that you show us every day, you always make it count. So that's it. Those were my predictions, guys. And like I said, I'm going to put this again on the screen. I want you guys to get this one. Like I said, the Football Connect is evolving very, very, very fast, guys. And you might actually miss it if you don't always every time checking on the progress on all the things that we're doing. Always keep checking so that you don't miss anything that is introduced on the Football Connect. So let me show you what I'm talking about anyway. Like at the moment, as you can see right now, this is the last post that was put on Facebook where we were just confirming that we were live. This is for this live stream we are doing right now. Let me make it load there and see what I have to offer for you guys. So yes, this is like right now, as you can see, this is exactly the level you can see right now there. All these things. Then we move on. We have the week 13 top goal scorers. These are all the top goal scorers of week 13 and how it's looking like in terms of the golden boot. And as you can see right now, it seems like Son, Salah, and Calvin Lewin are the players who are gonna get this one. And Vardy, Kane, and Rush and Bamford are just behind, smelling the fire, they're smelling the coffee, and they can actually get it if they work so hard. And also 8 hours ago, we did put some information talking about Klopp, the only man winning the FIFA men's coach twice. So that is huge. That is huge for the Liverpool fans like me to actually get this information. Then also we also had any confirmation that Tottenham Hotspur's Heung-min Son has won the 2020 FIFA Piosek Award, which after his breathtaking goal against Burnley, 12 seconds red were all that it took Sons to take from his own box to the other end. So we all know the goal. We remember it. It won the Premier League goal of the season. It deserves all the awards that goal is gonna get because it was breathtaking and it was out of this world. And also, we have some information where we confirm to you that Rooney Son has signed a contract with Manchester United, as you can see over there. Check this one out. It's also on Facebook. Then there is the Premier League table, as you can see. Week 13 match. Let me just say match day 13 week table. This is how it is looking like. And Sheffield is still behind, and the Liverpool up top where they belong. I feel like that's where we belong. And the Manchester United are now number 6 in the league. Chelsea dropped to 7th, and West Ham still nearby there. Southampton, the surprise package of this season, still smelling the top, just a few points away from the top teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how this will break down. Then, as we confirmed that this is our new logo that we're going to be using, and some of the things that I was talking, this was for yesterday, and this was the United lineup and how it was set up. All these things are all on the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for the Football Connect, because we are moving forward, not backwards, but forward. So you can help us, guys, by clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel so that you never miss everything we put out there live. Click the like button, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel. So important. And now we are at 100. Where do we go from here? That's the question. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been Sam. Had an interesting time because I think the time that I did this one, a lot of people are still busy where I know I was getting my views. But anyway, we'll see from this when they watch it again, and we'll see on the watch along. It's going to be interesting. Tomorrow, the fixture starts. Who's going to win? Let me hear your predictions in the comment section. And also tell me if you agree with my predictions, because it's always interesting to see. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is me signing out. Peace.